Good morning, folks. We're going to discuss a topic that I think most people have been exposed to lately if you're in a tax leadership role. Under the circumstances of all the challenges you leaders are facing right now with post-tax reform issues, regulatory pressures, some of the misconceptions that tax was going to be simplified and that the resources needed to run a world-class tax department would potentially be even reduced. You are all having to deal with also another issue, and that is some of the advisors, the big four in particular, are going around and talking to financial leadership about the potential of outsourcing the tax function. My perspective on this is a little bit like letting the fox into the hen house, shall we say. Co-sourcing functions, segments of a tax department, I think are legitimate. Smaller companies that are going through very early growth stages and outsourcing the tax function to a public accounting firm of different size or natures also makes sense. There could be outlier situations where outsourcing a complete tax function of a large complex company might make sense, but they're very few and far between. Most of the time, the two need to be divided and your advisors need to be kept outside of the issues that in-house tax departments normally get dealt with. We've put together a paper on this that I want to point you to at the end of this. You'll see a link to both a webinar we did on this topic as well as a paper that we wrote, what the big four don't want you to know about the latest outsourcing trends. I think this is something we're educating our clients to go to the financial leadership of the company and make sure they're aware of this before they get approached or while they're being approached by these outside firms. There's reasons they're doing what they're doing. The paper and the webinar articulate this in much more detail. But I stress to you to get ahead of this, to stay in front of it, and to not be caught off guard by the pressures that these firms are putting on financial leadership to think about outsourcing your tax functions. Wish everybody a wonderful day and good luck on this topic. And keep your ears open. We are starting to hear about some of the technology consulting firms putting very big pushes on the automation of financial departments, including tax. This could be a big breakthrough, but it's something to keep your ears to the ground. One particular firm is out there doing this with a couple of major beta programs going on. So over the next months, years, we'll start to keep you aware of this as it evolves as well. Thanks, everybody.